Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Alienware Summers and Cup. I'm LD. He's DJ Winter. It's time for... I'm going to try it again. I've been told it's a little bit different. 5Jungz, not Finf. Whatever. 5 boys taking on the likes of 4CL. And with that, we've got a draft underway for game number 2. We'll bring in Winter now. It's kind of a softer I was told. More like Pimp. Like the I in Pimp. Hey, Winter.
Bounty Hunter for Wyvern.
You've just given up.
Yeah, I gave up.
yeah, that's probably the better idea here, but I'm stubborn. I'm going to keep on trying. And Wyvern, yeah, will be the reply. So I feel like I haven't seen that much Wyvern lately. Often a banned hero, but he will slip through.
Dire team pick.
I think mainly after TI, Wyvern has been getting more priority over. I would say she took over the Gyro spot. Gyro has been picked much less, but Wyvern has been given more priority. Like Gyro, you see nowadays, sometimes he's only been picked in the second phase or banned in the second phase. He's not the first phase pick or ban material anymore.
They get the Bounty Hunter nice and early here. And there's the big combo options all taken. The Queen of Pain, the Lina, the Leshrac. So you don't have that dominant solo mid available. Storm, I guess, is the closest.
You're really good. You know what I was gonna say? Bounty Storm is like the next best, I think. You could also do Bounty plus Ember. It's also good. Allows the Ember to fight and chase much more effectively, but ideally you want to always have someone that can keep chasing, you know. So Storm can actually keep chasing much better with Bounty.
And I was casting with fucking Mad yesterday, and he actually said he doesn't think the Ember Quap matchup is that bad because you can Sleight of Fist dodge the Shadow Strike.
Easier said than done, though. If you don't dodge the poison, then your lane becomes really tough.
Yeah. So, and I guess is the thinking there is with the Bounty Hunter as well. You can potentially have a better start, but then again, the team that had that combo went on to lose. They had 4 melee heroes, pretty weak lanes. So you can see they're really debating this pick, though. They're taking.
Maybe they're thinking about Darkseer though, because if you don't pick Darkseer here, you probably want to ban it against the Wyvern. And if they pick it, they have Darkseer plus Bounty, a good combo again.
Definitely is. Second pick now. They're really taking the time, and in the end they'll go Gyro. So they old reliable Copter.
He's like one of those picks, like Earthshaker. You can't really go wrong with Gyro.
I agree. I don't have a whole lot to add there.
Yeah,
I feel like we're all just ready for 6.85. Let's be honest. We've had good games. I'm enjoying casting them, but I'm really looking forward to some fresh hero picks and changes, maybe some new items or reworks. I just can't shake that feeling at this point, Winter.
Yeah, it feels like we have already reached the pinnacle or the peak of the current patch, you know. Everything has been mostly figured out and everyone knows the best way of playing certain styles and certain heroes. So definitely, I'm with you on that. Waiting on the new patch to see fresh things.
It's got to be pretty soon, right? If they're going to have... Presumably, there will be a new patch for the next major. And the major's in November. You know, you got to give the teams at least a month. So, I mean, I think really it's got to be before the first big event in October at the latest. And you probably want to give them at least 2 weeks. So I imagine it's before the end of September, right? That's my thinking.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, but it's not our call, my friend.
Yeah, we'll see. Who knows what Mr. Bruno has planned for us.
But yeah, so right now, five boys have chosen to ban the Spirit Breaker when they have Bounty. Solid ban overall. As we've seen in the past couple of days, how teams actually deal with the Bounty. When they give away the hero, they pick Spirit Breaker to counter it.
So they banned Bloodseeker and Spirit Breaker. Is this a Huskar? There's the Quap ulti though, so I don't think it's really that good.
I don't know though. It's like it could mean a lot of things. Maybe Brood as well. Brood could also be a good pick if Darkseer isn't in the field. There's a lot of possibilities by banning.
The one that I find weird is the Bloodseeker ban. Like that to me says they have something a little bit unusual planned because this is not a go-to hero for most teams. It doesn't really hard counter anyone on this lineup so far.
We saw this when Alliance was playing against Four Clovers as well.
Yes.
Remember? Because I said it was one of the heroes that Bambo likes to play on the offlane. So maybe they actually everyone screams against Four Clovers, and they felt like Bloodseeker is a hero that they utilize very well. It could be a reason like this.
So
We
they go
don't know.
for the IO, and this is a team that runs their IO tiny. They ran it before this tournament. I think it might have been in ESL 1 in the qualifiers. And they have Mr. Dooney, of course, one of the best IO players in the world. He's a pioneer for that hero.
Mr.
10
Dooney.
seconds remaining.
Yeah, he definitely one of his favorite heroes to play.
5 seconds
Yeah,
remaining.
a little scary against the gyro. That's generally not a hero you want to relocate on, but you can still take advantage of the IO's other aspects.
And it's pretty interesting that they probably planned to do this, so they wanted to pick the Wyvern and then pick the Iron.
Yeah, it does seem like, now that you point that out, it seems like they were kind of setting up for this IO pick.
Huh, a Bane.
Radiant team pick.
Just some solid lockdown for the Queen, I guess. It's also semi counter towards the relocate, because when he comes in you can actually
Dire
sleep.
team pick.
You can probably sleep the IO and then you can grip the carry. So one of a way of dealing with the relocate, but it's not something you see all the time. We are used to see like maybe Disruptor or something that's a bigger ultimate, bigger AoE like a Sand King ultimate. Bane is just harder to execute with because you need to cast 2 spells to lock both of them down.
Yeah, it's definitely not ideal for
10
countering the
seconds
combo per
remaining.
se. So no surprises, they do opt for the tiny. And 5Jungz into the
Radiant
clockwork
team
now.
ban.
Just a solid laner. I don't really think that there's any much more reason like Clockwork counters a certain hero in this lineup. Usually we say that when Clockwork is against either Lash or Lina or Shaker,
10 seconds
but those heroes
remaining.
are not in the pool, and it's just a very solid off laner. You want to have
5
solid
seconds
lanes, and
remaining.
it's probably against 2 heroes because you have Io and Tiny, so
Reserve
Clockwork can
time.
definitely do well in that regard, and it's good at It's good at dealing with the relocate, because sometimes relocate comes when the IO is hiding very far behind, and Clockwork is one of those heroes that can actually reach for the IO and actually cancel the relocate.
So what is the final hero here?
Ah,
for each
Beastmaster
team?
ban.
Dire team
Interesting.
ban.
That is a Fada special. Definitely a classic hero for him. They will remove the Brood, and
Radiant team
great
pick.
space creator for the tiny IO. Could be very annoying to play against.
Yeah, they don't have very good heroes against Brood, and judging by what the Four Clovers banned the Darkseer, so Brood might be actually a pick that they were thinking about. So right now they have to go for a team fight initiator so that they can use the relocate. The
There's
one
Axe is something that used to be popular.
10
Not so great
seconds
against
remaining.
Gyro, though. I mean, nobody's great against him in lane. Let's be real.
5 seconds
yeah,
remaining.
Gyro is just really good in the lane. You just kind of want a hero that can survive or maybe break
Reserve
even in the
time.
lane.
Tusk is still available. I guess Tusk is the obvious
Oh.
choice.
Plus, it's actually a good choice, I think. Yeah, kind of forget about the hero being available.
There you go.
These
Yeah,
two
he's
teams
normally
have-
not around this late.
These 2 teams are not prioritizing the hero. Even in the last game, Tusk was like in the second phase pick, I think the third pick for 5Jungz. So it's not a hero that these 2 teams are fighting to pick for. And right now, 5Jungz looking to complete their lineup with a solo mid hero.
What comes
maybe
to
they-
10
mind?
seconds
Maybe they
remaining.
require a semi carry though, because I don't think Gyro is good
5
enough alone. They need like
seconds
a
remaining.
TA or SF kind of hero, or Ember. They need more damage from the
10
heroes, because
seconds
right now
remaining.
they have Clock and Bane, heroes that provide lockdown but don't deal
5
too much
seconds
damage.
remaining.
Oh, this is a bit of a hybrid. He has damage, but he has to steal the damage, and he has good nuke at the early phase to actually use and push out the lanes, and maybe they just want the Razor against the Queen, so you get a good 1v1 matchup. But it's kind of strange though. For
I
the
mean,
Razor.
it's tiny IO. They could be sending those 2 mid. You don't really
Yeah.
know.
Huh, Bambo is actually playing Tiny.
Huh. I feel like they're going to swap.
It should be Swift ending playing the Tiny, according to the roles.
Yes. Or maybe they decide to change the roles. We'll see.
Yeah, who knows? We'll see.
Trouble in
But-
paradise, perhaps.
10 out of 10 for that.
seconds remaining.
Thank you. You're very generous
5
with your
seconds
points.
remaining.
I feel like I didn't work
Alright.
that hard for that one.
9.5 out of 10, okay?
Okay. Keep it up and I'll dock you another. And let's see, did they swap? They have not swapped. Interesting. I'm gonna double check if he played the tiny last time, because I'm pretty sure it was swift ending, but now I'm questioning that. Maybe they just feel more comfortable with Bambo and Dooney working together.
Yeah, it's kind of those things that it requires a very good amount of teamwork between the players. So maybe that's the reasoning. They feel like Donny and Bambo could actually work better compared to Donny plus Swift ending. So who knows? They are going to smoke, and let's see what's going to happen. Take it away, Mr. Gorman.
All right, 5v4 here. 5Jungz against 4 Clovers and Leprechaun. We've got Matumba Man playing the Gyrocopter. Mind Control under Clockwork. Jirax will be handling the Bane. Kuroki, the Bounty Hunter, starting with the Orb of Venom and some sentries, and Fada on the
30
Razor.
seconds
They're in
to
position
go.
here to scout out this movement as Sexy Bambo leads the charge on the Tiny. He'll be joined by his partner,
saw
EGM,
him.
on the Io. We've got Saxa on the Wyvern. That puts Swift Ending onto the Tusk. And that leaves Pycat as the Queen of Pain.
Yeah, the Queen is going for safe lane items, so it's probably going to be Wiz Tiny mid, standard Tusk off lane, and a safe lane Queen with
The battle begins.
with the Wyvern.
I'm still trying to find this because I'm pretty sure they ran this combo, but I can't find the game where they ran it. Oh, it was. Okay, it was Weeha. And you know what? This might have been. I guess it was. He was either stand-in or their old roster.
The courier, my friend. The courier.
Yeah.
Okay, bye courier. Have fun. Rip.
I don't know if he's ready for it. Yeah, there you go. One and done.
Player's courier has
Nice
been
snipe
killed.
there by Saxa. And, well, Kuroki is going to try to punish this. Does have the Orb of Venom slow. And there's no way to flap out of here. This could end up going a bit poorly, but Fada doesn't even care. He's focused on mid right now.
That was actually a very good start for the Wyvern now. That was one of the best starts, and he didn't get punished. He just lost like a lot of HP from the bounty harass. So I think it was all in all what he wanted to do, get the courier without dying, and he's going to just rotate back to the lane, to bottom lane probably. Just to
Oh,
get
they're looking for maybe the toss back to the tower. Kuro, gotta be careful here.
yeah, they can actually do that.
Oh, they got him! EGM walking back to drag him even a bit further, and he just got level 2. There's your first blood! Oh, sexy plays from Sexy Bambo.
Yeah, the teamwork from the two players have to be very, very good for that to. It looks very, very easy though, but it requires a lot of communication and stuff.
It's like the little, you want to stay there like close enough so that you've got the tether going and you get the slow off, but then you have to back up as the toss comes to bring him as far away as possible.
It's not as easy as it looks.
They definitely made it look easy though, and that was without even using the dust there, so they just get the kill easily. And they still hang on to that for a potential follow-up now. Will be the Io's bottle. Off to a good start here, getting quite a bit of gold early on.
Yeah, both the off-laners so far, if you compare them, Clockwork has been doing a lot better. Obviously, Clockwork always does very good, and Tusk doesn't have too much experience from the lane. And he's gonna get slapped now. He doesn't have Snowball to dodge damage, so probably gonna die here.
It's not very fun. The Rocket Barrage not actually doing as much damage as I thought it would there. It
a
is
level
only
one
level 1.
barrage.
Continues to dive onto Swift Ending. He's surviving for now. Even drops
Wow.
the shards, and Matumba Man may have overextended. The creeps are trapping him in. He's salvied up. Matumba, no! Matumba down. And dancing on his grave is Swift Ending.
I didn't realize he was still level 2 only. He was just one creep shy of getting level 3. So
If that's a level
that's-
2 Rocket Barrage, it's not even
he's already
close.
dead. He was already dead for sure from the first barrage.
Kuroki, there is a dust here, but EGM on his own. Already the level 3 for the IO. And is not taking any points in overcharge. Just straight into the spirits, the more aggressive build.
I think when the lane... Okay, they're gonna toss him back in.
Again! Oh, Fada running for his life. The extra damage they've got from the orbs should make the difference here. They get another kill. Even with the bounty hunter harass, it's all backfired. This is not looking great early on for 5Jungz.
Top lane, they're gonna try round 2.
Tumba this time should have the damage. One more auto attack. No! Swift ending. He's living a charmed life, and he turns with the shards. He will wrangle Injurex. The creeps are going to start poking away. He should be okay, but not having fun in any of these lanes.
Yeah,
even Mind Control's taking some harassment bottom.
Missing the first kill was really, really crucial for them. Now, he didn't try to rocket. I thought the clock would actually try to rocket to finish the task.
Oh, you should have warned me, man, so I don't miss that. You're supposed to have my back.
He wasn't trying, I said.
Okay. You gotta shout, Winter. You gotta scream if it's happening.
I will make sure I send you an email.
I don't think an email is gonna come in time, my friend.
Yeah, so we were actually talking about him not scaling overcharge before this. I think in a lane where you are not under pressure, I think this is the build that is better, and they're gonna try to kill the Tusk again.
They do. He's already committed the snowball. He has the shards, but being slowed down by the Orb of Venom. This time, Swift Ending will meet a quick demise.
And not this time, Steve.
Oh, mid lane, Bambo whiffing the avalanche. He's in a bit of trouble now, perhaps. Fada, though, tanking the orbs. He bottles up, he tries to retreat. He's stolen so much damage, but they jam him in. The IO in the end with the double damage rune. He's the real auto attacker. Who cares that Bambo's basically healing enemy heroes when he auto attacks? This is such a good start for a tiny IO.
Yeah, and I know Donnie does, when he plays IO, he always tries to set up all these toss backs as well. Or like the way he communicates, he's always telling his carry that he's going to run backwards, that I noticed, and he's telling them he's ready to get the toss off.
Trying to make their move in with Kuroki here, but Bambo is wise to it, just backs away. And 5Jungz will be denied. Winter, is this a Blink Dagger game for the Tiny? What do you think he should go for here?
I was going to talk about that since he's saving so much gold. I think if you want to go for Blink Dagger, you want to have opponents having a lineup that is easy to kill, and if you look at 5Jungz, all their targets are fairly squishy if you get an early enough win. So I think Blink could be a good option here for Tiny.
They're preying on Fada mid lane, and they're going to finish him with auto attacks, though. Kuro might be able to turn this, try to heal him up. Ern comes out as well, and EGM will keep him alive. Now is that point in overcharge as well to ensure he's always able to heal him. And now securing the top rune. This is just... They just can't catch a break here, really.
Yeah,
even when they get the kill top, it's a 3-hero rotation for an offlaner.
They're just going to get massacred in the middle lane. Once the Wisp Tiny gets rolling, it's very difficult to stand in this lane. And they don't have good supports, you know, to actually help out the lane. Bane and Bounty doesn't do so much.
And they keep on getting levels. And Fada, as soon as he TP's in, the Urn is ready. He's just going to die again. This may be one of the quickest games of the tournament at this rate. Already the Blink's out. They're just about to get relocate too. EGM level 5.5 at 6.5 minutes. This is ugly.
Blink Dagger, my friend.
Snowball is going top lane. Swift Enny may pay for this. Out comes the rocket. They get the follow-up barrage as well, but rotating is the Wyvern. Can look to turn this perhaps. He's going to get boinked, and it should be enough for the kill. We'll end up finishing him off. The Wyvern now turning, though, and they're TPing in. The rotation's coming. 4 heroes moving on towards the top lane. Through the river come the Tiny IO. Jerax will he be denied by the neutrals? Yes, he gets lucky as Bambo chases. He's going in. He is going full in, and he is finding them. But Tumba Man down. That's a level 7 Tiny. The IO just fractions of experience away from 6, and they're not even done yet. They actually have the dust. Gotta be careful here, Kuroki. He's invis for now. They really want to kill the Tiny. 2-0 on 4. No IO beside him at the moment. This could be the opening. Bambo, a little poke, but he's pretty tanky here. And Pycat's joining this one. Shuriken, not enough. Rocket will get him. Oh, they needed that. They really needed it.
Oh, he didn't want to use his Sonic Wave to kill the Bounty. That's really interesting. I think he feels it's not worth it at this point to drop the Sonic Wave to kill a level 3 Bounty.
So where do you think that... Is this a game where you get aggressive with the relocate, given the start you've had? Because normally, it seems like most teams are using relocate defensively nowadays.
I think you want to be as... If you get a hit like this, I think you just want to be as aggressive as possible. And you keep getting kills. And they're going to get another kill on the Razor here. Yeah, definitely saving the Sonic Wave there, not using on the Bounty. Turned out to be a really, really good decision from Pycat.
Dire's middle tower
That's
is
another
under
death
attack.
for Fada. 0-5, and just not sure what he can do, really. This is Razor. This hero can't just disappear into the jungle and start farming.
This hero has to have a good start. Once he
Radiant's
falls
bottom
behind,
tower
he's not like
is
an
under
SF, he
attack.
can't really farm camps quickly, so he's in a lot of trouble, and relocate goes bottom.
They get the sleep off for now. They could juggle this one as the Io does a lot of work. And then the Avalanche comes through. Jarek's trying to dodge that, but gets caught on the toss anyway. Will go down. May lose more here. They're going back to top. Oh, only bringing the Io back. Bambo's going to stay. He's got the Blink ready soon. Clock needs to scramble away. Bambo going in and toss. Yeah. See ya.
Oh, well
That's the
played.
kill.
Well played, and he's gonna get out scot-free here. I think it's gonna come off cooldown 2 seconds. He should be able to get out.
Kuro's hunting him, but Bambo knows it's time to back off. While that was happening, Kuro, at least he got a ward down behind the tower mid. So plant a sentry. So they're giving Bounty Hunter a little more freedom, but it's just this tiny Io. That's the story of the game, Winter.
Yeah, and if you talk about what's gonna happen, usually when the bounty gets his levels, even if he's trying to set up kills, there's always gonna be a threat, a relocate. I think this game, what the bounty can do in this game is very limited because of the lineup of what the Radiant have with the Wisp Tiny. So it's kind of difficult for him to find openings later into the game with the relocate on. I think at best he can just keep providing vision. I don't think he can be very aggressive this game.
They have the ward bottom, and this is me and Mad were talking a lot about this yesterday. This ward, very
ward?
difficult to
Yeah.
de-ward, and again teams are missing it. It happened like 4 times yesterday, and it happens again here.
It was in a NIP game, right? Because I was watching one of the games. I
Yeah.
saw it.
Well, see ya. Not sure what you can do about that. They're going to try here with the hook shot. This is going to prevent any sort of relocate out. Now the cooldown comes. EGM just gets out. Bambo not so lucky. And EGM will, gets clipped by that last flag cannon shot. That's going to leave a mark. This could be the turnaround they're looking for. Swift Ending has the snowball. He goes in onto
my
Jarex,
God.
but the sleep dodge almost enough to save him. Now Matumba Man trying to fight against 3. He's in danger as well. They have the Walrus Punch. They uppercut the Gyrocopter down. Still 4 down. And they've got the dust going on Kuroki. He needs to remove this. It's just not going to happen. Down as well. It's a team wipe, and now they rejoin the fight with the Razor. He may end up going down again. Fada.
No boots.
No boots. They're going for this. Blink. And now the relocate, and that's going to be death number 7 for Fada. Ah, God. It's just painful to watch.
This Razor, I think he's just gonna be food the whole game now. And it's kind of tough for him to come back into the game right now.
Dire's middle tower is under
Hopefully,
attack.
maybe the only best case scenario that can happen for him is they go for team
Dire's
fights
middle
and
tower has
they get
fallen.
a lot of track kills and he doesn't die. I think that's the only way he can get back into the game.
Whoever shows up mid is just instantly dead. I feel like 5Jungz have slightly given up here, Winter. There's just not much they can do.
Dire's middle tower
Anywhere they go, they get punished. If they don't go farm, they fall behind. It's so uphill.
Yeah, they lost too hard in the laning phase and they have a Razor, That's also the other issue. You cannot lose your lane that hard. Razor is built to win your lane.
I
It's
mean,
like a
Fada's at
vital
the tier 2, and he thinks he's safe here, and he's not. He can't enter a lane.
That was a really good ever toss.
Now they're going bottom lane. Swift Ending's got in that aggressive lane ward, making the difference here to set up, but it may also cost them as the call down from Matumba Man arrives. They don't have a quad blink for some time now. Trying to juke through the trees. Battery Assault slowing him down, picking him off. But closing the gap right now is the Tiny. Looks for the initiation, pops the dust, finds Kuro off the bat, and Jarex may go down. If they get vision on from the orbs, they'll kill him off, and he's so close. He's almost poked him with the orbs. Matumba Man actually blocks them. They gets the grip going, but this is given vision for the urn, and Jarex will slowly die. One last auto attack to finish the job. Matumba Man in danger, and they do get the Tiny on the way out, as well as the Wyvern. It's a team wipe the other direction, with Swift Ending just respawning. And, yeah, that was a 4,000 gold swing right there. So, maybe it's not over yet.
Yeah, Razor got like 800 gold from that.
This is before track gold comes into play, mind you.
That was no track. If there was track, he gets like maybe 1,100 or 1,200 gold, something like that.
They were pretty damn aggressive there. They take the entire fight's under the Dire tier 1.
Yeah, and they took that fight without the Queen having her ultimate up. It was on cooldown that fight, so I guess they were just really confident because they were far ahead, so they didn't really care so much about the queen not having her ultimate up.
And again, Kuroki getting these good lane wards down. So at the very least, trying to keep tabs on the movements of 4CL and give them a fighting chance of ambushing them. He's now running Invis down the mid lane. No Radiant detection, although they have 3 sets of dust.
If he kills the creep, he's gonna die. It's tiny waiting.
Oh,
they saw them.
Look at the pings. They're all just in panic mode trying to find these two, and now Bambo has gone in. He gets the combo off. Bafana's a bit tankier now, and also has the boots available. This could end up backfiring. EGM tries to relocate him out, but ends up going into the cog, so it won't happen. And now Swift Ending's going to die. 2 cores down. EGM on the run. Oh, those cogs placed well to prevent that disengage. And now 14-minute rune about to spawn. Pycat wants to grab it. It's a bounty. He'll blink out. That's 7 kills for 2 or 3, I think, as they continue to mount their comeback.
Yeah, this is looking suddenly really bad for for the Radiant side. They're losing heroes left and right. Like they gave away so much kills. They're just
engaging on the Matumba man, though. Oh, Grip comes through on the Pycat. He does have the ultimate on cooldown. May not have the firepower to finish off Matumba man. Shards coming out. Snowball there. Connects on 2. Walrus Punch trying to finish off Matumba man, but the sleep maybe enough to save him until Bambo shows up. Quickly deletes 2. Looking for the 3rd. Jarek's going in onto EGM. And, oh, he turns back to kill off the Wyvern. Jarek, somebody kill him. All right, they will. Finally, a 3 for 2. Not too shabby again for 5Jungz. Barely a Radiant win there. But there's a hook available. Do they want to fight this is the question.
And they wish they had track for all these fights, you know. It's really good for 4 clovers that all the fights that happen in the last 2 minutes, there's no track. Otherwise, it's like a really... all the trades have been really bad for them.
Bambo, he pounces. Well, might cost him. EGM's relocated in, tried to keep him alive. There's the tether, but a lot of magic damage on the Bambo, dropping quickly with the blade mount all deployed. He gets sucked into the snowball. He gets off an extra toss. EGM also going to go down. Just complete self-destruction here. 3 more heroes down just for a measly bounty hunter. They get the sigil as well. Wyvern trying to turn this one, but doesn't quite have the damage to do the job, as even the courier wants to get involved in this fight.
And they're really overcommitting for all these fights, so they have to realize that the opponent has Gyro plus Hotwork. They have very good team fight potential. They have a lot of AoE control. And what 4 clovers have are more heroes that are very good at small engagements. They get a pick off, they want to get out. They are not heroes that have very good team fights. Unlike 5Jungz, which they have much better team fight.
Jerax, he did use his sleep here. Pycat has the ultimate. It's level 2. And there was a Winter's Curse about to cool down, just now available. Still have the Hill Ward, so they have some decent vision as Jerax retreats. Are they going to go in again? This bottom tower has been the source of far too many kills for the Dire side as of late. You see all those red dots peppering the latter half of the graph.
This game has not been, not been the one-sided storm that we expected after how the early game panned out. Right now, it's going to be a game where 4 clovers have to be very careful because Bounty just reached 6, so any other mistakes they made right now, starting from now, is going to be punished heavily with the track.
Bambo now retreating out, and Kuro, he may find a courier here. He's carrying a point booster, drops the sentry ward. Radiant team, I don't think they scouted him. He's going to get out.
I think they did. Yeah, I don't think they saw him with the courier though. He should be fine. He just wants to place wards in.
He's done a very good job of keeping the vision up, although looks like 2 of those wards have since expired now.
He's gonna place
one in the trees.
more or less the same ones. Yeah, he's gonna place the same wards.
Well, with the tier 1 still up, it is probably the ideal ward to have.
Yeah, sometimes when you're playing against Bounty Hunter, you just always have to just place all these sentries behind your towers, even though you don't see him placing the ward. Because at some point you need to expect the Bounty relocate going bottom. They're gonna try and catch Bartor here.
Oh, they almost get the kill. Need one more auto attack. They'll get it done. Razor dies again. Death number 10 at 18 minutes. And for once, they get a kill without anybody getting counter killed.
He has like lower net worth than the... Oh my god. I don't want to say. He has lower net worth than the Bane. At this point.
It's not even close. Jerax has an Ogre Club and 1,300 gold. This Bane is getting big.
Yeah, he wants to have BKB for grip. There's still like 3 spells that can cancel the BKB grip though. There's the Toss, the Warrior's Punch, and I guess if you're a support, tanking a Winter's Curse is fine.
Oh, they have vision here on Kuro. Bambo just charging him. How dare you dust me, you little bugger. Get back here.
And I have a feeling this is gonna be bad if he chases.
No shit, dude. Oh, man.
He probably realizes, and so the wards...
Even Bambo has his limits.
Yeah.
No, only some. He goes right in, blinking and avalanching the creep wave. Now trying to back off. Hookshot's going to come through. They keep the track going on Bambo Swift, and he does have the snowball available, but he's being battery assaulted now. Grip from the low ground, and he's going to die. Doesn't get anything off. Quap throwing out a nice ultimate. There's the Winter's Curse, but they don't have a whole lot of follow for this Bambo. And again, toss forward. Avalanche as well. Jerax, though, surviving. They're going to deny him in the end. Now the snowball forward into the cogs. Oh, it pushes them back. They don't get over the cog. Gyrocopter not even here for the fight. Matama Man just off on the top side of the map.
And suddenly Razor is closer to the Bane and just overtook the Tusk, because Tusk will use buyback for this fight. Okay, that is really good for the Razor. Finally he's catching up. I think one of the... Did he actually get the track on the Tusk? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it was a track kill or not. But
I think it was because they... Well, either way with the 2-for-1, he buys back and they still come out on the bottom as far as the net worth goes. So I think there was a track there.
Yeah, all in all, the bounty still got wards down. If you look at the vision right now, it's really good vision for them, and they're gonna be able to use this to great effect. I think they saw the Risk TPing towards top, so more or less you know the Tiny is there as well. They're gonna see them, so they can actually plan their next move by having all this vision.
Yeah, Kuro has just done a magnificent job here of keeping eyes on the map. It's almost to that point where it's early winter, but you do start to think about a gem, and if there's any way they can squeeze one in. For the wards, for the hero himself.
The gem is quite difficult for the supports this early, and it's not like something they necessarily need too much against the bounty. Maybe if they win another fight and they get more towers, then I think the supports can get the gem. Otherwise, it's very difficult for the supports.
Another avalanche toss from Bambo, engaging. There's the hook shot. Not going to be enough to finish him off. Now the call down. EGM almost dying to this. Bambo's left alone, trapped, and that is a track kill. It's a 2-hero takedown. The aggression getting punished more and more as this game goes on. They're not able to take the fights, it seems.
Yeah, I actually don't think they should be doing that anymore. They should be trying to speed push, because I'm going back to my point again where 5Jungz have a lineup that's much more teamfight centric with the Cloud and the Gyro, and they're gonna catch more heroes here.
They deny the tower mid, but was it worth it? As a battery assault, Hound sacks go down. He tries to get through the tree line. He's tracked up. It's another track kill, and this Shuriken gonna bounce as well. Snowball dodges the damage. Swift End, he may die too. Another track kill. Suddenly mind control's unstoppable. Give him a third. This is a complete mess. 5 heroes dead. The graph plummets. The comeback is in full swing now as 5Jungz claw their way back in. How many teams would have honestly just given up mentally? 11 minutes in, you're down 7,500 gold. You're down 5,000 experience. Tiny has a blink and well on his way to an Ags. Wisp is already level 6 at like 8 minutes. It's very easy to mentally give up, if not actually GG. And sure, 4CL is overextended, but what a comeback it's become. They're back in this one now.
I think that 5Jungz actually know that they are stronger, in team fights. There are heroes, Cloud, Bane, and Gyro does a lot in team fights. Even though Razor wasn't part of anything there, but the other heroes were able to dish out enough damage to actually win them the fight. So I think 4 Clovers actually maybe 5 minutes ago should have actually realized that taking team fights is not a very good idea, even though they have such a huge lead. They don't have much big crowd control or a big spell like Call Down. All they have is very single target focus except for the Queen of Pain ultimate. So they have to be very careful when they take team fights. But right now, I think They've given up way too many kills though, so maybe trying to go for a team fight is not a very good idea anymore.
Is under attack.
And they're roshing. They have the medallion on Kuro being floated out by the courier. Well, the tier 1 is siege top lane. Tiny does complete the big stick. I'll use it to take the tower.
Dire
This
Comes at a cost of
This
an
stick is
objective
this
here.
stick is very late though.
Oh yeah,
Hold on.
it's super late considering the start he had.
I think he should have probably focused on farming 5 minutes ago. He just went too much aggression, you know, diving behind towers and costing his team so many bad fights, and he lost his life in all the occasions, so resulting in his agony coming in a very, very slow timing considering how the game started.
Well, aggression can definitely be a double-edged sword. Sometimes it propels you to an easy win. Other times it gives your opponents the opening to get back into the game, and now they'll be forced back here, but there is an observer ward scouting out Swift Ending as well as Pycat. They'll blink to the south, Swift Ending also on the retreat, and they're in pursuit. They get the missile going, tries for the TP out. Is there anything to cancel this? He will make it home in time. But this gives Kuro another opening, and again he moves into the enemy woods, and again it looks like he'll plant more aggressive wards. Let's see if he can find a sneaky location to deploy them from.
Let's see, where would he want to place the ward? Same position. They actually suspected him placing a lane ward with the sentry above, but he didn't place a lane ward.
It's one of those, you know, this is the most standard D ward spot, at least for, you know, at least in pubs, like that's just the hill ward, but you know, a good player will often not ward there because it's such a common spot that now when you go back to it, it's kind of the mind games placement, you know?
You go back a few minutes ago when they had this tier 1 tower at top. Usually when you still have that tier 1, players wouldn't actually place this hill ward because it doesn't give too much. When you have the tier 1, they expect you to place this ward, right? That's why the sentry is here, because it gives you more information.
Yeah, and at this, you can see the TP's in the mid lane, but now that there's no tower, it's less of an issue. Or sorry, the top lane, not the mid lane.
Yes, I think it's getting to a point where the gem is going to be needed, but they lost so much in the last few minutes that it's very difficult for the supports to actually afford the 900 gold item right now. And if you look at their costs, Queen has to build probably a BKB, and it's a very important item, and Tiny needs to get as big as possible. So it comes down to the fact where if you want to use the Tusk to get a gem, but the Tusk has nothing on his hero right now because he used a buyback earlier. He probably just wants to get his blink first, so it's very difficult for anyone to get a gem on 4 clovers right now, so it's really tough.
Gold is not something that they have much to work with right now. Just cobbling together some more basic items. BKB will be the choice here next for Bambo. EGM has completed a 4-staff, but his farm is dramatically slowed down. Saxa also with a decent amount of farm on the Wyvern. He has picked up the Glimmer Cape, so some good defensive counterplays available here. And for Pycat, just an eggs. But they're not farming the way they were before winter. That's for damn sure. And Thana quietly getting back into this game. He's now atop the Bane. He's closing in on the Queen of Pain, and as bad of a start as he had, if he's given enough time here, he can get some relatively decent items.
He got through a lot of gold from 4 clovers when they died with track, so he's gonna be very thankful that 4 clovers made all those extreme dives, and they gave away so much kill and so much track gold. I think right now they need to focus more on speed pushing and trying to get the Tiny, you know, to that state where he's gonna be able to 1v5 everyone. And middle lane they're gonna go in.
That Glimmer Cape really coming in handy here, but is it enough? Sax got forced back by Duty, but the Shuriken! Oh, the tether saves him. Just a little bit of regen. Very close. But that may give them the opening rocket. Not gonna find him.
He's not gonna die anyway. He has more than enough HP to survive that, but the Glimmer Cape magic resistant also helping him survive. So Tiny has his BKB in 100, but I don't think you even try to fight after completing the BKB. It's sort of an item that is going to just help you survive with your speed pushing. But then again, they have 2 spells that can actually can stun you through BKB.
Oh, mind control. He has another hook in 10. He could consider chasing this, and it looks like he wants to. The Bane of Jerax is moving into position, has a Glimmer Cape to set this one up, and EGM's just going to hit the eject button. Get out of there, Bambo. Go bottom. Split push. Oh, looks like he will die on the way back. Do they bring Bambo home is the question. No.
Oh, definitely no.
I'll just sacrifice EGM. He tries to make his way out, has the force that, but that's a 3-hero track pile up. A lot of gold for the Dire.
And that was just a really good decision making from Donny, from EGM. He realized that they're actually screwed, and he just saves the Tiny, and he not only saves the Tiny, and he gets him to the best location on the map, which is the opposite end, you know, where 5Jungz are trying to group out and kill them. So it gives the Tiny a lot of space and time to farm, and he also got a tower out of that relocate. So it was a really good relocate to save the Tiny there.
The hook again coming into play here. Mind control will catch out Saxka. Tries to flap away the Glimmer Cape. Can it really save him another time? It looks like it will. He still has the embrace here.
He's
and
fine.
they're chasing. They're really diving for this. Matumba Man wants this kill awful bad. Saxka will make it home. Now going to embrace just to ensure the rocket doesn't finish him off. And they're going to split push in the meanwhile. They make a go. A jump in. A very bold maneuver. Fada will BKB for this. Quad bolt not enough to kill him. They quickly back off, but track vision is here. Hook shot. Mind control. Almost has the range for it. Oh, now let the blink out. Bambo's to safety. But they still see him. And his TP, if he gets caught here by Matumba Man, oh, there you go. Rocket's coming in. Doesn't seem like it'll be in time. Bambo dodging a bullet.
Yeah, they're still doing really good though for Coas. They're actually making sure that they are getting a lot of the map. They're splitting them up. Even though 5Jungz group up as 5, they make sure they don't give up any kills to them. So all in all, I think 4 Coas are starting to pick up their game and trying to drag the game until the Tiny reaches the critical mass. 6 items, and he can actually fight everyone with the help of the Wiz.
The Dire heroes will descend on mid now. Fada has no BKB, but he's running at them, which has to mean there's other heroes in tow. Matumba Man in position could get a good call down off here. BKB's nice and early. Dodging, but the Queen of Pain ult still comes through. Does decent damage. They glimmer up Bambo as he tries to fight Swift Denny with the uppercut. Now getting tossed up and down and thrown all around. Will they be able to get the kill? Beautiful curse. Absolutely sensational. But is there enough follow-up damage? Doesn't really seem like it. A 2-for-1 only collecting the bounty hunter kills so far, and they're trying to decide which way to go. Bambo back in. He gets the avatars, but it will most likely cost him his life. One more auto attack. The miss. The miss uphill. TP. Oh, Bambo. He's down. 3 for 2. Once again, another rocket. But it looks like Pikeout will dodge away. Saxka also going to TP out.
Yeah, that is really not good for them. The Tiny is the last hero they want to lose. He's the most important hero. All their eggs is on his basket right now. And the play he made just now, going in, like trading a life. In this situation, it's actually really no good though. They really need the Tiny to keep getting items and keep growing stronger. So I think he has to play more conservative in this game. Make sure that he lives in every team fight and continues to build his items.
Hi, Cat. There is a Fiend's Grip. Though Jerax just lost the mana for it because he glimmered. He's about to get it back, and he begins to suck him away. Now the hook shot in. They need a little more damage to get this kill, though. Will they be able to finish off Pikeette? No, the Yules! Can he blink out? Can he blink out? Ah, no chance. Jerax ready there, and we'll finish him off.
Has monster kill, yeah? And
Meanwhile, Fada gonna die bottom as well. Looks like they just ganked him. They did not relocate for that.
Razor was actually very far into enemy territory. That's kind of surprising.
Especially after the way the game's going. you at some point, you'd often expect the player to get a little bit less comfortable, but Fada's not afraid to keep on pushing.
He's more or less on par with Never with the Queen of Pain right now, so he definitely clawed his way back from the trench when he was the lowest.
Hookshot was searching here. They're going to have another one soon. EGM does have the relocate. And track is on him as he tethers away. Don't tell me he makes it out of here. Shuriken bouncing through, connects on 2, but they have reinforcements. Nice escape there. That time he doesn't go for the safe, just get Tiny out. Plays a little bit riskier, but he'll also get away.
Let's see what else is. I think the Tiny's next item would probably be AC. That's the best item that can give him armor to survive against the. He's taking a lot of damage from the Razor and the flat cannon right now, so I think he definitely needs help with his armor. The Queen's selection was quite weird though. He went for the use. It's good against the Bane. That's right about it, and cancelling the Bounty Hunter strike. I was actually expecting him to go for like more of a bigger item like a Hex or BKB.
Kuro busy hunting that courier. Really wanted to get the kill, but even though he saw it coming, it hides over the trees, just out of his reach.
And he's still consistently placing all these deep wards on the map, yeah. The one at top, and he's gonna place maybe another one.
Oh, he finds Swift Ending here.
He's just gonna place a ward. He can't kill him alone. He needs help.
He's got help, but help not quite able to get in time.
Not everyone is invisible, you know.
Well, I don't know about that. With the Glimmer Capes, the Bounty Hunter, everyone might become invisible at this rate. They do get a track going on Sax, so he'll blink away. So he did manage to farm his next item. Still keeping up there. And like you said, Bambo AC will be the choice, most likely. Gets the Hyperstone now. Let's see, any components on the courier? No, nothing yet, but I highly doubt it's a Moonshards or Mjolnir here.
Moonshot is still a good choice though on Tiny, but maybe not so early. I've still seen Tinies that make Moonshot early. It's still quite effective.
He's gonna blink out. And gets scouted here by the rocket. EGM's in position, and the relocate. They'll just get him out. Another sacrifice, but this, well, will this be a track kill? Yeah, they're gonna wait for Kuro. He's getting into position.
Get like a blink or something to survive. No, he has no go.
Good placement here on the cog. Should push him back as soon as he rotates in and tries to push himself away with the 4-step, but can't run from the track vision. Another multiple hero track kill. The gold starting to pile in a bit. 30-30 the score. But despite a massive farming advantage here on the Radiant, it's a dire advantage in terms of net worth.
Who would have thought this is how the game started would have resulted into this?
It started like 21-6, I want to say, something like that. And now it's 30-30.
Yeah, they really just needed not to play so aggressive. They got punished so hard this game for that. And now Kuro gets another. I think it's a second career kill. I'm not sure. Might be the first one, but he gets a career kill. More goal for his team. And they are actually going to be able to set up for Roshan now with the Solar Crest on the bounty.
Yeah, didn't actually have any big items there. And Pycat will split push in bottom. TP's out. They're going to start ratting this. They bring in the tiny Io trying to punish. But mind control ready. Oh, hook shot off the mark. Fada starting to drain the damage of Bambo. They're delaying this potential Roshan attempt as best they can. But in the end, they don't do very much damage to the tower. And they didn't really delay it. Matumba Man just sits there with the butterfly and Kuro's assistance. And looks like the Rockman will fall.
I think they're still happy with that though. They did, what, 700 damage on the tower. And they bought some time. And they didn't lose anyone. So I feel like it's still a good thing for Clovers. They managed to deal damage to the tower, and every bit counts, you know, at this point. Even if it's not a lot.
5 heroes stream towards the top side of the map as 5Jungz getting aggressive, looking for the pick. Oh, Hook just missing on Bambo again. Mind control ever so slightly off the mark, but Matumba Man has found an opening. He goes in with the cooldown. Remember, relocates on cooldown here. This is bad for Bambo. Oh, maybe not. Maybe it's bad for 5Jungz. Now he's gripped up, surrounded, pushed back by the cog, still being gripped the whole while. The Pycat comes in, starts cleaning house. Bambo engaging with the BKB. The Butterfly's making the difference here, though. Tosses Matumba Man away and looks to run. Can Fada finally get his sweet, sweet revenge? Snowball trying to dodge away from this one. Matumba Man will drag him back. Oh, can't blink out. Ends up going down. The Queen of Pain also on the retreat. A 2-for-2 around the map. And Soxka about to get caught out as well. Mind control found him with the hook shot. Glimmer. Almost enough. This missile is going to end him if he can't blink away. Oh, he's done. Matumba Man isolates him. Gets the triple kill. A 3-for-2. But I believe at least one of those was also a track kill.
The bounty died at the start of the fight.
Oh, maybe it wasn't then.
Yuki was the first target down. Maybe he got one track off, I'm not sure.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Nope, they're still ratting.
Yeah.
But it just feels like if they keep on trading without taking objectives, Winter, the raw numbers game is not going to favor them.
Yeah, but they have relocate and tiny. You know, as long as their tiny is continuously building items and getting stronger, I think they are gonna still have a good shot going into the late game. Relocate and tiny is just something that even at a 10k or 15k deficit, you cannot count that out. You know, even if you are so far, even if you are that far behind. So right now it's not even that far yet. It's like 5k goal. So I think 4 Clovers are still in a good position to be able to take the game if they continue to make sure Tiny survives every fight and keeps building items.
Relocate is ready, but I gotta say, this is just getting ridiculous at this point. Kuroki has had permanent vision on the entire Radiant side of the map. It really feels like this is the point where they need a gem. Swift Denny getting tracked up here. He gets hooked. And now, where's he go? Snowball lane? Trying to stall this one.
I don't know if he actually snowballed to the Bane, you know.
Did he have vision of it? I don't think he has vision.
Oh, yeah,
right onto Mr. Mind Control. And that will be a 4-hero track kill, a godlike streak for Mind Control. Relocate coming out, but it gets canceled by a hook! What a catch! Mind Control, massive plays, and now Bambo surrounded. He gets pushed out towards safety, and now trying to keep this Tiny alive. The grip not going the full duration there on the run, but the track is following him. Saxka also retreating. He was the man who was able to cancel it from the high ground, but he's going to pay, and they still lose Bambo. This Pycat frantically rats, but this is a Queen of Pain with an Ags and a Yules, not exactly dishing out the right-click damage. Oh my god. Mind Control turning this game around. Now the Urn comes through. Pycat with the Yule Scepter blinking to the north. Rocket gonna find him. They've got the hook. He gets the kill! Mind Control just wrecking 5Jungz. Oh my goodness, what a performance. This guy has been the star of the show here today, Winter.
And they force a buyback from the Tiny. Oh, is he gonna go down again?
He's tracked. He's losing his damage here rather rapidly to Fada. Up to plus 84. And now blinking in, getting even more aggressive. Fada turns around. He's not deterred by this. They still hold the Aegis. They've got the track going. And they want to go back in. They may just allow this Aegis to pop.
Oh, relocate. They're gonna try and rat bottom.
Already they're scrambling the backup though, and this is where the clockwork becomes a bit of an issue. He hooks in, gets off the Shivas. This time it looks like they'll escape. And back to mid where Matumba Man's getting aggro. Again the shards coming in. Again the urns, healing him up.
He really wants to use the Aegis though, I can tell. He just wants to just try and get into a fight and make sure that they don't waste the Aegis for nothing.
He's feeling so confident now. And a hook. Again, this guy, unbelievable. And there's nothing Swift Denny could do. His quick demise comes. 13, 2, and 18, Winter. They have 38 kills. He's been in on 31 of them, as has the gyrocopter. And he's died twice.
Yeah, he has just really good network on a Clockwork at this point. It shows you how well he has been playing this game. You know, you rarely get to see a Clockwork having that much farm at 40 minutes. He's like the second most farm on his team. Just 3k behind the opposing Tiny.
Oh, they found another pick off Saxka. He wanted to split push. He knows the hour grows late. And times get desperate here. And they're also trying to rat the bottom lane. Matumba Man on the rotation. And again, to nobody's surprise, it's Mind Control. Although this time, Dooney able to force step back, tries to keep him alive. There is no reload. Oh, actually there is. He already cast it. Gets him out. Bambo back. But again, another death likely coming here. And this means potentially... Oh, no. No track gold this time. Bounty Hunter's not here. So at least that. At least that small consolation for the 4 Clovers.
Bounty has been always busy placing wards the whole game. He gets another deep ward down. I mean, he's just really on point with the warding this game. He's very close to a sentry though.
Is he going to get another courier kill? Ah.
Oh, they're going to see him. Yeah.
He blinks out. Finally, Bambo's actually playing scared. It's taken him 42 minutes, Winter.
If he played scared in the early phases, I think they would have been in much better position. So,
just one of those things, you know. He's just the classic like boom or bust style player. You look at the game the other day where you had the amazing Earthshaker play. If that's most other players, they don't go for that. And maybe they don't win the Roche fight. But, of course, sometimes the aggression can end up hurting your team and backfiring.
Yeah, that's why it's more suitable for a player this aggressive to be on a 3 position, not a 1 position.
That's a good point, actually. Because he normally is the off-laner. This is specifically when they're playing the Tiny IO.
They had really good teams play together, Donnie, EGM and Bambo, but it ultimately, at the end of the day, when you talk about it, is it worth it? Kaika's going to get chased, but he's going to get his blink, TP on cooldown for 30 seconds, but he should be fine. But we want to talk about, like, at the end of the day, is it worth it to put a player as aggressive as Bambo on the carry? Because generally you want your carry to be much more, safer, you need to prioritize on yourself more. He's been just diving and getting deep into the enemy territory a lot of times this game. And it has cost him his life.
Oh, Pycat! Again the catch! Mind control just showing off, and the battery assault's gonna make it too tough for him to blink out. He gets caught by the grip! This is a clockwork performance for the ages. Even as he runs up the hill. Nowhere safe. Who needs vision? Just pure prediction plays at this point. Call down, baited out. I mean, they gotta go for this rat, Winter. They really do, but they're just getting punished by the clock.
And the Wyvern is also scrambling to place down vision. I think his team definitely needs all this vision so they can actually see the rotations of 5Jungz as well. And probably it's good to have, for either team to have a gem at this point.
Well, it seems the counter to the rat may become the mass BOTs. They've already got 3, and they're going to find Tex. Ooh, close call. He'll make it out. But not with the clockwork eggs, now the triple BOTs, you still have the track vision. It's going to be harder and harder to get away with the split push without being punished.
Yeah, I think the Wisp will be the sacrificial role every time that happens. So I think it's still at the end of the day, they just need to make sure that the Tiny doesn't die and he keeps building items. If you lose a hero here and there, I think if you lose the Wisp or you lose the Wyvern, it's fine. Or even the Tusk is fine. You just don't want to lose the Queen or the Tiny every time you're split pushing like this. Because at some point, somebody's going to get punished. You have to sacrifice someone.
Kuro again getting those wards out. Still no gem.
Yeah, kind of surprising though, against the bounty. Even this late.
And Glimmer Capes as well.
You were talking about a gem like at minute 20, and I thought it was maybe a bit too early, but it's 40 now, 45 now, so it's about time. Even at minute 30, you probably should have a gem ready. 25 to minute 30.
Lincoln's will be the pickup here for Pycat. Bit worried about that grip, as well as the track.
Yeah, and the Wisp is also trying to build a Lotus Orb to help with all the single target spells that 5Jungz have. But I'm not sure if he can actually have time to build for it, because he's going to be constantly in threat of dying, because he has to always get ready to sacrifice himself to save the Tiny. Maybe building a much cheaper item would be better. I think like a Blitz could be better, because it helps you when you're ratting, you have damage, more damage on the Tiny. Lotus Orb is nice, but at this point I'm not sure if he's going to be able to finish it. It's a very expensive item for him.
Winter, look at who's number 3 in net worth.
Right.
Fada is a comeback player. He's 2-11, and he's 3rd on net worth. 3rd on CS.
He was given a silver lining by Folklore.
Call down attempt on the mid lane, but they didn't cancel Bambo's blink, so he does get out. Kuroki runs in directly onto the IO, gets that track out. With the call down on cooldown, they may want to play the safe. Continue to get vision.
So honestly, for the past 30 minutes, 4 Crowers have only gotten 6 kills. Is that accurate?
It doesn't always show all of them, but it sounds about right. Hook shot off the mark.
Because they got 26 kills like at minute 20 or something like that.
Yes, so I think that's about right. I know they had 21 when 5Jungz had 6, so it's been pretty bad. And the track, oh, Bambo, where's he gonna go? He's BKB'd as well. Now he's gripped up. There's no way to relocate save this Tiny, and well, EGM just helpless.
This is just becoming from bad to worse for them. The tiny dying there was a huge deal. They really couldn't afford to lose the tiny.
And I think you can see maybe the frustration setting in a little bit is he BKBs there. Wisp tried to relocate to save him, but couldn't because of the BKB. It's tough to always be playing keep away and dodging these fights.
So right now, 5Jungz is gonna use this Aegis to push the high ground. I don't think they are in position to stall and buy time. Jarex is gonna try and sleep the tusk.
Is this an Octarine Clockwork, Winter?
Yeah, I guess so.
Just for the even lower cooldown hookshot?
You have 4 active spells. Heroes with 4 active spells are always heroes that are considering to build Octarine.
I like it a lot. I think it might be the first Octarine Clock I've ever seen, though.
Barracks are under attack.
And they're just going for the throw now. They see the split push coming, forcing the tiny buyback. Tier 4's in a lot of trouble now. Bambo initiates. He immediately gets swept up, tracked as Fada pursues, holds the Aegis. BKB's early. And now they curse him under the tower. This may force the engagement from 5Jungz. They hook in with mind control, isolating and bringing down Swift Ending off the bat. Pycat arrives, doesn't have the ultimate for 3 seconds. Would love to just crack that Aegis right away. But they continue the siege. They continue to push in. The Bounty Hunter of Kuro gets picked off on the sidelines of the fight. And now they engage on Fada Splinter Blast. Oh, that was not the quap ult the Pycat was searching for. And now, back up the other way. The Wyvern getting dove under the tier 4 towers. Matumba Man large and in charge. It's a dieback of Bambo. It's going to be a massive comeback as 5Jungz are going to find a way. 4 down, thrown in jeopardy. Only 1 buyback now. And 4 clovers for all the promise they showed here. Self-destruction in the end. It looks like just a tiny lead, but this was 7,500 gold at 12 minutes. Full map control. A level 6 Wisp at 8. And they let it slip away, Winter.
That's why anything can happen in Dota. And this type of losses is very, very bad for a team, because it's always, all those arguments always starts when you lose a game in this fashion. And people get really upset and you fight. And it changes a lot of things in a team, like the team chemistry, and you lose trust of your players when you lose a game like this. It's not even about losing the game, it's about what comes after you lose this type of game. So it's very, very difficult to manage a loss like this, It's very hard. Tough on the players.
With this win, the 5 boys will move on. They will face either the Golden Boys, so it could be an all-boys showdown, or the Ninjas in Pajamas. That series coming up next. Winter will be sticking around to join me, right, buddy? You'll stay. You'll stay for one more.
Yeah, I promise. I'm a person that keeps my promise, unlike someone.
Are you talking to me?
Who knows?
I didn't give you a timeline. I promise I will come visit you in Malaysia someday, my friend. But for now, we'll have a break here, folks. And actually, I don't know if we'll have a. I think it might be like a 20-minute break. When we come back, we'll have the Golden Boys taking on the Ninjas in Pajamas, best of 3, then the grand finals immediately after that. Stick around. You're watching the Alienware Summer's End Cup.